Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna had ode to offer green coconut and sugar to Siddheshwari, the Divine Mother, for Rakhal's welfare. He asked him whether he would pay for the offerings. This is an ancient tradition among the Hindus to offer as a mark of love and expression of gratitude towards the Divine Mother for offering the support in life. I am suffering from something, I am wanting something which I am not able to achieve in my life. I pray to Divine Mother. With a longing heart I pray that it should happen in my life. Now, Rakhal is Sri Ramakrishna's one of the something like a part of his being who was called the Manasaputra of Sri Ramakrishna. The mind has totally accepted him as his son. A kind of heart adopting, independent of nature and independent of the universe. And all things, my heart accepts someone as mine. Now Rakhal has got great responsibility to discharge. Whole organization's load he is going to take in future. Vinayakananda is going to form the Ramakrishna Math Mission organization. And they are going to spread the message of Master to the world. When the incarnation comes into the universe, he comes with definite steps how the future would mold according to his teachings. So the whole plan is created even before all these people can know and participate in it. The whole thing unfolds. The Leela unfolds. It is behind that is the divine will standing. How this should happen is Leela, because the God comes down and leaves a Leela behind and goes, so that the rest of the people who could not meet him, who could not see him, can read that Leela and come in contact with him. Love generates from knowledge of a person's life. We respect people because of certain things within our heart. So this respect people will have at transcendental level beyond the mind, mental sheath. It is heart speaking. So the Leela is left behind for now. Rakhal is a part of his Leela. He is Leela Sahachara who has to go and take responsibilities. And Sri Ramakrishna wants to see that the external influences, even of disease, helplessness, something bad happening in his life, nothing should obstruct the path of divine will. He is Lord himself in guise, yet the one who brought him gave him the physical body, the Yogamaya. He holds on to that Yogamaya and play here the divine play. So to generate the true unselfish love in the heart of the devotees, God plays a divine play that others can imitate and walk on that path. They leave the footsteps for others to follow. So he is he has vowed tender coconut, green coconut and sugar to Siddheshwari. A temple was there nearby where Sri Ramakrishna is to go, Divine Mother, for Rakhal's welfare. Now, this offering is an ancient tradition which expresses, I want something in my life to happen. Mother, you see that it happens. And expression of my thanksgiving, expression of my gratitude, expression of my love for having responded to my call is the woe. I give something to you. It is not something bargain or a payment towards a thing I am getting. It is purely expression of love and gratitude. So Sri Ramakrishna has vowed to offer green coconut and sugar to the Mother Siddheshwari for the welfare of Rakhal, and is asking all these people who do not touch money, who do not keep money, who do not depend on this world by any means, they have to beg these things for the sake of others. Sri Ramakrishna is asking whether he can pay off this small amount that he has to spend. He asked him whether he would pay for the offerings. That afternoon, the master, accompanied by M. Rakhal and some other devotees, set out in a carriage for the temple of Siddheshwari in Calcutta. On the way, the offerings were purchased. On reaching the temple, the master asked the devotees to offer the fruit and sugar to the Divine Mother. They saw priests and their friends playing cards in the temple. Sri Ramakrishna said, to play cards in a temple, one should think of God here. All this happened to make us aware how we should be. When a temple is meant for a particular purpose, it is a purpose. It is where the degeneration of culture takes place if we do not follow the tradition, if we do not follow the rules and regulations. Small demands of the nature. Nature demands, you see, in the creative process of the universe, the cosmic ideations that flow at the time of creation sees that whole universe is brought in such a beautiful way that every jiva living in it must feel happy, must feel joyful. Life must be a pleasant thing in this world. Though it is short because of the bodily material presence in the soul, the Atman, the spirit and matter are together. The spiritual part doesn't get exhausted or tired or worn out, but body does. Body is matter. Matter gets slowly decomposed. Body gets decomposed. It has time because it is constantly changing, and the spirit is unchanging. In the background of unchanging reality, this constantly changing body is undergoing birth, growth. When it comes to the optimum, again decadence starts. It goes back to there is death. So bodily existence is changing while the spiritual existence remains unchanged. So here, with all this going on, the jiva, which can identify itself as spirit independent of body, is blessed. The jiva, when it comes to within the realm of this relative existence, nature expects a way in which it should live. She has made the laws, how the life must go on. A life of love and sacrifice. Two small things. The whole universe is standing on two important principles, love and sacrifice. Those who are loyal to nature, will find their life smoothly going in joy, and everything is pleasant for them. The moment we deviate from this law of nature, which is called dharma, we are caught there as a revolt of nature. We experience the suffering. So this suffering is cause of our disobedience to nature and being not in tune with the divine. It is inevitable. Otherwise, life is a beautiful thing we experience in this world. Life goes pleasant. It is a joyful journey through all arts of our existence. So, Master is telling the place of worship, you are supposed to think of Divine Mother. Forget all transient things of this world, the passing events and all. Calmly sit, joyfully call on Mother. It is going to make you evolve and reach the source back from whence you come. The moment you deviate for momentary pleasures of the world, playing cards, you have lost the path and you will be undergoing suffering. Sri Ramakrishna doesn't want his devotees, his followers to go against the laws of nature, go against the dharma. So wherever there is an opportunity to teach, wherever there is an opportunity to give knowledge, wherever there is an opportunity to awaken love in the heart of his devotees, he makes all efforts, and many times he creates a situation that is conducive for giving knowledge and jnana, bhakti, and vairagya. All these are the treasures of the sadhaka. From the temple, the master went to Jadu Malik's house. Jadu was surrounded by his admirers. The very closest residence was of Jadu to Dakshineswara temple, where Sri Ramakrishna gets the vision of Christ too. Surrounded by his admirers, well-dressed dandies, he welcomed the master with a smile. Why do you keep so many clowns and flatterers with you? They're all sitting around. Jadumali. And Sri Ramakrishna, without any hesitation, he is telling. Sri Ramakrishna never hesitated to tell anything to anybody, anytime. People may misunderstand or do anything. Truth is to be accepted by all at all times. He is to tell the truth. So he never hesitated, like child. Child do not calculate. Like that, Sri Ramakrishna's state is to remain at that level where falsehood cannot come and Jiva experiences the error and mistakes. All those who are there just by Master's coming, the presence of his raises them to that level of understanding. In one of the, somewhere recently, in this one, reminiscences comes. Someone asks a devotee or somebody who were with Swami Vivekananda in the West. He asks, he is a person who jumps from one idea to the another idea, which is entirely alien to you. You belong to a culture where you have not heard about the Hindus' way of thinking, and it is totally pouring out a new religious trend and a spirituality. How could you understand what he is telling? Because it has no relationship with any of these things, and you cannot catch. No Westerner can understand what is he telling, because it doesn't have a systematic, logical way of bringing things. Now he is telling something about bhakti, next moment he is linking it to jnana, renunciation, this, that and all. Whole gamut, he is jumping from one idea to another idea. How could you understand these complicated structures? The devotee says, you see, the presence of his raised our consciousness to that level that we could easily understand. That is an important factor, that Sri Ramakrishna's presence there has raised the consciousness to accept the faults. The heart, with others we can argue. With others we can pretend to be good and not otherwise. But with enlightened souls, with even a soul who is living a dharmic life, adharma cannot stand. It has to bow down. And when God has incarnated, imagine how that situation would be. They may not change, they may not be able to change because of the old tendencies, the huge momentum with which they are moving in that direction. But acceptance will be there. One day or other, in one life or the other, all that dirt will be washed away. Sri Ramakrishna is freely expressing, joyfully expressing, like a small child telling some truth, and all are accepting it. He is telling the master with a smile, why do you keep so many clowns and flatterers with you? Jadu smiling, how he accepts, you see. Thakur also smilingly telling, he also smilingly replying that you may liberate them. Laughter. Imagine how they lived in tune with the divine. Total acceptance. One day He'll be there with us to save our souls, to liberate us from all dangers, to liberate us from all problems of life. That you may liberate them. Jadu smiling, Master. Jadu's heart knows Sri Ramakrishna is the only refuge and he can do and undo anything. That faith, that trust, that total unconditional surrender of the soul, in spite of his external way of living with glories and flatterers. And he too knows what these people are, what they are expecting from him. But it is a play going on. Master, flatterers think that the rich man will loosen his purse strings for them, but it's very difficult to get anything from him. Once a jackal saw a bullock and would not give up his company. The bullock roamed about and the jackal followed him. Jackal thought, they hang the bullock's testicles. Sometime or other will drop to the ground and I shall eat them. When the bullock slept on the ground, jackal lay down too. And when the bullock moved about, the jackal followed him. Many days passed in this way, but the bullock's testicles still clung to the body. The jackals went away disappointed. All laughed. That also happens to these flatterers. Means they don't get anything by flattering. Almost all kings and great people had these people, flatterers. They go on singing. When the king is moving in the countryside, or when king comes, the flatterers will tell, oh, the such and such people, great person is coming now. And going on telling the history of his ancestors. So that kind. Now you see, all laugh. At everything all are laughing. Means how much of total acceptance of the Master's words is there, which is going to transform their lives to higher understandings. The jackal went away disappointed. All laugh. That also happens to the flatterers. Jadu and his mother served refreshments to Sri Ramakrishna and the devotees. All God. See, the presence of a holy man erases, temporarily at least, the ego of a person. Sri Ramakrishna, it is a fact that true spirituality is universally accepted. A true spiritual person says anything, it is totally accepted. There is no bargain or compromise in that. It is totally accepted. And Sri Ramakrishna and others, they are serving the food to them. Jadu Malik and his mother served refreshments to Sri Ramakrishna and all devotees. They are in a great joyful mood. They are all trying to bring. Now, you see, the main purpose of human life Sri Ramakrishna is bringing to their awareness. There is a path to follow. There is a thing that you have to attain in your life. Don't sit with these small things of the world. Evolve. Evolve to your divinehood. Look within. You are identifying with this body and bodily pleasures you are seeking. But you are not this body. You are something beyond. Look within. Turn within. Turn the torch you are putting on the world for searching the small enjoyments of this world, which is going to come with huge, unimaginable dimensions of suffering and bondage. Every bit of enjoyment a person has enjoyed, the nature will take back, and in return, he has to undergo same amount of suffering and bondage. We don't understand when we enjoy. There is a thing awaiting. The enjoyments inevitably that comes according to my karma. Each person has done something good, something bad. And accordingly, we get sukha and dukkha, pain and pleasure. When we get this pain or pleasure, we forget what it is. But when we are experiencing this sukha dukkha, we can offer this to the divine and remain, I am passing through this sukha, accept this. I am passing through this dukkha, accept this. This total giving oneself to God and passing through the ordeals of life makes him evolve. Every day he is evolving to his divinehood and moving towards the release of the soul forever. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.